everybody to Crochet by Landry. Today we're just going to jump right in and we're going to make a kitty cat crochet earbud case. Something like this. So you're going to grab your yarn, you're going to grab your Sugar and Cream Lily's brand. I'm going to use the Tea Rose. I'll put a link in the description of where you can buy it down below. A 5mm hook, a yarn needle, scissors, embroidery floss, and you're going to need 2 black beads, or keep a little bit of embroidery floss by so you can do the eyes. Other than that, if you want to follow along with me with the pattern, you're going to go and get it off of yarnspirations.com, and let's get started. So let's get ready for part 1 of your kitty earbud case. So you're going to grab your yarn, which is a cotton brand of Sugar and Cream. Again, I'll put the link down below. So you're going to try it with the top half. So we're going to do a slip knot. Okay. And now what you're going to do is you're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, just like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put a single crochet in the second chain from the hook, and then 1 single crochet in the next 2 chains. So 1 and 2, and in that last chain you're going to put 3 single crochets in that last chain. It's going to make you turn the corner, and we're going to work on both sides of this so we can make it look like a little case for our earbuds. And 2, and 1 more. That's 3. So now what you're going to do is you're going to work on the opposite side here where you started. So you're going to put your next single crochet right after your knot here. So it's not in the hole, it's right after it. And you're going to do 1 like that, and then you're going to put another 1 in the next one after that, right beside it, and then you're going to put 2 in the last one right here. You're just working in the back side of the chains that you started, and then you're just going to slip stitch to that first chain right here, and you're going to join with a slip stitch to every single round from here on out. And every round you're going to chain 1. Now let's get started with round 2. So you're going to put a single crochet in that first chain where you started, in that first stitch, and then 1 in the next, so 3 after that. So 1, 2, and 3, and then 3 single crochets in the next one after that. That's 1, 2, and 3. And you're just going to repeat that on the back side. So you're going to do 4 single crochets and then 3 in the last one, and then I will meet up with you. All right, did you finish round 2? If you did, you should have 14 single crochets. So now if you've joined with a slip stitch, you're going to chain 1 again. And now for rounds 3 and 4, you're just going to go around once, just putting 1 stitch, 1 single crochet in each stitch around. And you're going to do that for rounds 3 and 4, joining with a slip stitch and chaining 1 after each round. Okay. All you're going to do is just keep going all the way around, and you should have 14 stitches. Once you've done rounds 3 and 4, I will meet up with you. All right, did you finish rounds 3 and 4? If you did, that's great. So what you want to do now is you want to fasten off. So just chain 1. You're just going to snip your yarn a little bit. Now leave a little bit of a tail for sewing later, and pull it all the way through. And now you can go ahead and weave in this other tail that's on the inside, so it's out of your way. And once you've done that, we're going to move on to the second piece, which is the bottom. Okay, so let's start the bottom piece of our kitty earbud cozy here. So let's start off with our slip knot. And just like before, we're gonna chain 5, and we're gonna be working on both sides of the chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay. Then you're gonna put one in the second chain of the hook, second chain, and then another one in the next 2 after that. 1 and 2, and then 3 single crochets in the one after that. So 1, 2, and 3. Now what you're going to do is you're going to do what you did with the top half, is you're going to work on the opposite side. So put 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. 1, okay, and then next one, 2, and then 2 in the last one. 1 and 2, and then slip stitch and chain 1, okay, and then you're ready for round 2. Now round 2 is going to be the same as the top half. So what we're going to do is we're going to put 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and you're going to put 3 in the next one. 1, 2, and 3. And then you're going to repeat that on the other side and join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet you made, and I will meet up with you there. All right, now let's move on to the next round. So we're going to chain 1 to start our round after you've slip stitched. Now from rounds 3 to 8, you are going to chain 1 and do 1 single crochet in each stitch around, and then once you've reached round 8, you fasten off, and then we'll sew our pieces together and make our ears and make our face. But from rounds 3 to 8, you're going to do 1 single crochet in each stitch and join each round. Once you've reached round 8, I will meet you there. All right, did you make it from rounds 3 to 8? If you did, you should have something that looks like this. It's kind of like a little cup. So what you want to do now, once you've reached the last round, is slip stitch to the beginning crochet, single crochet of the first round, and then just chain 1 to fasten off, and snip your yarn, and then you're going to sew your tail in like we've been doing with all our projects so far. Okay, and just like you're going to do is weave it like we've been doing, just under some stitches so it's not seen. There we go. Okay, and you should have something that looks like this and something that looks like this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do the ears. So you're going to grab your yarn and do a slip knot, just like we've been doing before. Okay, and now for the ears, you're going to chain 2. So 1 and 2. And then you're just going to single crochet in that second chain from the hook. Okay, fasten off with a chain 1, snip your yarn, not too long. Okay, and then you're going to make 2 of those, because cat has 2 ears. Or if you just want your cat to have 1 ear, it's up to you. So 1 and 2. And then single crochet, and then chain 1 for fastening off, snip your yarn. There we go. Now we can put our yarn away. So you should have 2 ears, a bottom and a top. Now let's get out our embroidery floss to put on our face for our cat, and then we can sew on the ears, and then we can stitch both pieces together. Okay, let's get ready to sew on our ears. as you can see, I've already sewn one on, but let's do the next one together. So you're just going to put one of your ends on your needle, find the top of your cat head here, and you're just going to poke it through the top, right through the top of the project, and come out the other side. And then you're going to do the same thing with the other side, with the other string, except don't go through the same hole. You want to go just adjacent to it, so that way you can tie a knot in your pieces on the inside. Now I usually do a double knot, so I know they will not come undone. Okay, I usually do a double. And then what I do is I sew my ends in so they're not seen. But they're not going to be seen anyways because it's on the inside and you're not really going to be looking at the inside. And then I trim my end, throw that off to the side, and I do the same thing with the other one. Just run it under some stitches so it's out of the way, kind of seen and not heard. There we go. And now we're going to add a face to our cat. So grab your black embroidery floss, put it through your needle. Now for his eyes, I'm going to do French knots because I don't have any beads on me. So what I usually do is I go through the back and come out where the eyes should be, approximately, and leave a little tail on the inside. Now run my needle across like this and holding it with my finger or my thumb, trying not to pull out your yarn in the process, because then you have to start over. Okay, then you're just going to wrap your yarn, your embroidery floss, around your needle 3 or 4 times, whatever you prefer, and then just pull your needle until you kind of get a little knot. And then you're going to go in just on another side of one of the other stitches so you can pull it through. And then you can make a knot on the inside and then weave in those ends as well. That way you have an eye on your cat. So I'm just going to do a double knot here on this eye so it won't come loose. Okay. And now I'm going to do one of the whiskers because I'm on this side of the face, so I figured why not. So going from the inside to the outside, you're just going to poke your needle through, and then you're going to go up on an angle this way to create one of his little whiskers. You don't have to do them too big enough so you can see them. Okay, and then you're going to come out where you came out the first time, poke your needle through, and then you're just going to go on a downward angle so you can create kind of like a little whisker effect here. Okay, that's one little whisker. And then you're going to go and do the nose. So the nose is going to be in between your set of whiskers and your other eye. So you're going to go up through the middle and then across and then back down in the inside. Okay, that's the nose. And then you're going to create the other little whisker on the other side, doing the same thing you did on this side. You're just going to repeat it on the other side. Trying not to tangle your yarn in the process here, because it is a pain in the butt. Okay. Okay, and then down like this. There we go. And now you're just going to create his other little eye on this side, trying to put it as centered as you can. Okay. Now what you're going to do is you're going to do another, either put on your bead or do another French knot. 2, 3, and 4. Pulling your yarn needle carefully. Okay, and you're just going to put that through another side here to make your eye stay put. Okay, and then you can just tie your other ends to the first one you started. Again, in a double knot so it doesn't come undone. And then if you want, you can weave them in. You can weave in your ends if you wish, or just do what I'm going to do, and I'm just going to trim them really small. I'm just going to throw that aside, and there's your kitty cat face. Now what we're going to do is we're going to sew our top and bottom piece together. Okay, let's sew our top and bottom halves together. So what you want to do is just make sure your face is facing down and outward. What you want to do is turn it towards you, or whichever way you're comfortable sewing, and you're just going to put your yarn, your hook, your needle through one side, and you're just going to loop it over like this. Just loop it through carefully, and you're not going to do it all the way around. You're just going to do it through some of the stitches on one side and through some of the other stitches on the adjacent side. So that way you kind of get this open and close effect. And once you've done that, you can again, weave your tail in so it's out of the way. Okay. Trim your yarn. Okay. Then if you have an earbud case, you can put it in. There we go. And there we have it. We have our kitty cat crocheted earbud case. Now you can make a whole bunch of these, give them to your friends. But I think it's pretty cute, and you can have a stylish back to school case for your earbuds. And that's it for today, everybody. We made a crochet earbud case shaped like a cat. So don't forget to subscribe down below, hit that like and notification bell, and leave a comment, and I'll see you next time.